down and firm up their underarms.
In Russia, the kettlebell was first mentioned in the dictionary in the early 1700s. Kettlebell training is tried and tested. It's been around for a long time. They were introduced by Pavel Tsatsouline to the Western world in America around 1998. Quite interesting, Pavel is regarded as the godfather of modern kettlebell training. And we're actually hosting him here in South Africa for the first level 1 certification in November. We did do quite a long warm-up before we started with the kettlebell training. Warming the body up right is essential for a good training session. We actually used a movement-based warm-up session using primal move, focusing on interesting primal movement patterns. We use crawling, rolling, different positions to fire up the body, get your movement patterns flowing and your brain connecting to your muscles a bit better. And that just enhances the session ahead. Each exercise is demanding in its own way. With clients, if we're individualizing the program, we'll choose the movements that will benefit them the most. The ballistic kettlebell movements focus on a hip hinge pattern, which is a critical pattern for human movement, bending over using the hips, not the lower back, using the core muscles to stabilize, and using the big powerful hamstring glute muscles to make the movement happen. So the nice thing about kettlebells is that the main ballistics all focus on a good quality hip hinge movement, which a lot of people lack in their daily movement. They struggle to perform a good hip hinge. But then also movements like a Turkish get-up, which we sort of start with right in the beginning, actually encompasses a whole lot of different movements in one, steering the weight overhead all the way from the ground. It has rolling, lunging, pressing from your shoulder. So that Turkish get-up's a great all-in-one exercise. With kettlebell training, it is essential that you start off by first just learning basic movement patterns. You may not even use the kettlebell. First, to ensure you can get into the positions and are mobile and stable enough to hold the positions. Then we start using the kettlebell to add a bit of load and resistance. So depending on the client, some clients may be just holding the kettlebell in positions or doing much slower versions of the movements, and other clients may be on way more advanced variations of the movement. So I suggest if you do want to get into kettlebell training, you should look up a certified instructor. There are lots all over the country. If you go on kettlebellsforafrica.co.za, you can get a list of the certified hardstyle instructors in the country and link up with one of them, and they'll get you going with the kettlebells so you can get the most out of them. It's also important that you learn the movements correctly and do them correctly so you actually get the true benefits from them.
I did say earlier on that today is all about the fans and the supporters in the world of sport. Right now,